Go Eater says, this is not a troll. It's a genuine criticism. Can you stop assuming that because a game doesn't bring in your goal that no one's interested? No one said that. Go Eater, again, people misunderstand because you listen to the wrong people. You have to listen to me instead of my detractors. You have to stop listening to their highlights and clips that are out of context. I am a gamer. My lifelong passion has been video games. That's why I like doing gaming content. I love being a variety streamer, and I like playing games from all kinds of genres, whether it's a fighting game, an FPS, an action game, an RPG, whatever. I love them all. Right? There's a few games I don't like, for example, driving games. Usually I don't like stuff like that. But in general, I like being a variety content creator. All right. However, I'm not some giant guy who brings in thousands of views every single stream. I'm not someone whose videos go viral. I'm not someone who gets sponsorships and partnerships or anything like that. I am very much an anomaly. I'm very different from the other content creators out there. I make my entire living off of crowdfunding, people coming to my streams and supporting this content. Do you understand? Because of that, my model for success has to be that I do content and broadcast streams that will be funded. All right? It doesn't mean that a game is bad or good if someone supports it or doesn't, but I have to put out content that will make money so that I can operate a business and pay my bills and make a living. Do you get it? When you see other YouTubers and the first time that their video starts, it's like, and by the way, this is sponsored by so-and-so, the website builder, or this food subscription service. I can't do that. All right? I can't. I'm not giving those opportunities. And if I were, they'd be ruined by my detractors anyway. I can't do that kind of content. Do you get it? So because of that, I have to do content that's going to bring people to the streams and will be supported. Just because a stream is not supported isn't representative of if the game is good. I'll give you a perfect example of this. Monster Hunter Wilds. I played the beta. I actually really liked it. It ran beautifully on my PC, and I only made like $70. So does that mean Monster Hunter Wilds is a bad game? No, not at all. And does it mean that my audience doesn't like Monster Hunter Wilds? No, not at all. What it means is that for my style of streaming, whether it's my gameplay style, my personality, whatever it is, people aren't enjoying that enough to say, we want this to continue. Let's support it. Get it? That's all it means. Now, that's the thing. There's going to be times when there's things that I want to do and I can't. Metaphor, for example, that was a game back in the fall. I played 12 plus hours of the demo of it. I loved it. I thought it was better than Persona 5. I was stoked and ready to play it, but I couldn't get people to show up to the streams. I couldn't get people to engage with me during the streams. They were actually ignoring what was going on in the game, and I couldn't get people to support the streams. As a person who makes a living streaming, this is not my hobby. This is not me messing around for fun. This is my job. I have to find product that I can put out that people will watch and then support. It's that simple. Right? And that's it. This is not shit talking games. This is not shit talking an audience. That's just life. And it works for me. It may not work for other people. Other people may find ways around it, like doing drama content that bullies people and hurts others, but then they get ahead because of it. Other people may become complete sellout shills, where all they do is take in endless amounts of sponsorships, partnerships, and kiss butt 90% of the time. And then when people call them out on it, they get all pissy about it, because I've done that before, and those content creators got really pissy with me for exposing them for what they really are. But in my case, I am an anomaly. I'm very different from most other content creators that you watch. And you've got to accept that if you're going to watch and enjoy my content. If you don't, that's fine. You don't have to enjoy or watch my content either. And I get it. You know, it's all good. There's enough content out there for everyone that you can watch whoever you like and enjoy whoever you like. Personally, I like my content. I like who I am. I like the fact that I can be here every day and not hurt others to get ahead and still make a living doing it. I'm eternally grateful for all of you for allowing me to do that. You know, I'm playing Sweet Coden and making a living doing it. It's pretty crazy to think about, right? Thank you so much. And that's that. But no, just because a game didn't bring in $150 on a particular stream, it doesn't mean the game's bad. It doesn't mean that gamers don't like that game. It just means that with my audience, it doesn't work. And that's okay. Not everything will always work with a certain audience. Get it? Ryu says, do you think you would ever do a playthrough for yourself, irrespective of your audience's reception? In some ways, like how you did Earthbound back in the day because you loved the game. Yes, from time to time, that's perfectly viable, right? Here's the thing, all right? What's happened is, since last summer, I have been seen by more people in a positive light than for a very long time. And even though the efforts now of the guys at Kino Casino is to dump on Phil and make content out of Phil that will make them money, what they don't understand is that it's too late. I've already been seen in a positive light. There's already more people watching my content and being like, oh, so yeah, actually what Phil does isn't that bad. In fact, it's quite good. He's just different than others, and that's fine. There's a reason why he has to be different from others because of the situation he's in. He's never done anything heinous. There's no reason to hate the guy. And I like him now, and I'm going to give him a shot. Overall, opinion has gotten much more positive toward me. If that weren't the case, you wouldn't have people who want to be on Smart Guys. People would be running for the hills and want nothing to do with me, right? So that's it. It doesn't matter how you like to flip on stuff or change stuff. It doesn't matter. It's already, it's already happened. And now I'm doing much better. Right? I'm doing much better. Overall, streams are going better. Revenue is up. Everything's good. All right. So in that regard, I want to do content that's going to resonate with my audience, that again, I'm going to get views, engagement, and support. Yes, I very well right now could be like, hey, let's play a game that no one cares about, right? And we could do that. But to be frank, I don't think that's really working right now. What I need to do right now is find the games that are going to work, to cover topics that people want to hear, play things that people will show up and engage and support, right? That's what I need to focus on right now, because I'm at a situation now where if I can keep levels at where it is, right? If I can stay at the levels that I was at, things are going to get much better for me and my family and this business. Take a look at the changes that I made in the last 6 months. Multiple camera angles. So now I can actually do new kinds of content in great quality that I was never able to do before. I've got Pac-Man running back and forth across my keyboard right now. I couldn't do that before. I can do unpacking, unboxings, DSP tries-its, all kinds of fun stuff with new stuff. My face cam dramatically improved, right? My face cam now is actually professional grade, where previously it never was, right? Now my face, oh, what did I just do? I just screwed up. Oh, shit. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. My face cam now, if I can get this to load. Okay. Looking much better than ever before, right? So now when I do new playthroughs, you can see my expressions clearly. And now when I do thumbnails and stuff, it looks absolutely amazing. Like top-notch shit, right? My setup looking better than ever before, looking professional, because I have the ability to do all this new stuff that I couldn't do. My gameplay quality, my stream quality, it's all been dramatically improved. So now the sky's the limit. In addition to that, because I'm making what I'm making, we can literally jump from game to game with no limitations. The problem used to always be, because Phil is limited in what he can play, he has to buy games and always play them to completion, even if we don't like them and he doesn't like them. And now a new game just came out that's virally popular, and Phil cannot play it because he can't afford it. Same thing. Well, we had an idea, Phil. You should start building Legos, or you should do this or that. Well, I can't do it. I don't have money. But now I do. Now I have the flexibility to do all of those things that people always wanted me to do. Why? Because I'm making smart business decisions. Because I'm not saying, oh, we're going to force ourselves to play a game that no one cares about and no one's watching and no one's supporting. But instead, I'm playing a game, and if it works, we stick with it. If it doesn't work, we dump it, right? which is, by the way, what a ton of other content creators have always done. This is not a new philosophy that all of a sudden only Phil has adopted. This is something that a lot of successful content creators have always done. Let's try a game out on stream today. If we all enjoy it, great. But if we don't, move on to another game that you guys like. But for me, it's like, oh, well, Phil's the devil, because how dare he rage quit a game or rage quit a game? Literally, it's a common industry practice. All of my peers do this, but it's never good for Phil to do something. It's always the wrong thing to do, right? No, this has been working for a very long time. It's going to continue to work. I need to stick to my guns on this. Maybe every once in a while, if things are going so well, right, that every other stream is doing well, then I could say, all right, I'm absolutely aware that we're not going to make a lot on this or do well with this. All right. And if that's the case, that's fine. But right now, I want to stay the course of what we're doing because it's working. Let's play the games people want. Let's skip the games that aren't working, right? I played Assassin's Creed Shadows for 9 hours. It got boring as dirt. The entire stream was disengaged. No one gave a shit about the game. Dump that turd. Flush it. There's no reason to keep playing these games that don't hold interest. Why? I'm trying to entertain an audience. If no one is entertained to the point where they won't talk about the game, they won't show up for the stream, and they won't support it, why am I streaming it? This is my job, right? Why would I even do that? Why would I go to work and do things that don't benefit the job? That's my take anyway. All right. So there you go. This is the key to success at this point. Things might change in the future. For now, this is working. Let's stick with what's working to keep the success going so I can continue to have these improvements, this flexibility, and better times for myself and my family. I think it makes sense, doesn't it? I hope that makes sense, okay? Okay. All right. Did I shout out everything? I think I did now, right? I think we got through all the shout outs. Okay. So, folks, we have one news story for today. All right, we do. And it ain't a good one. All right. Here